Welcome back, New Canaan High School. I'm Kiara Appiano, coming to you live from the NCTV studio. I hope you all enjoyed your snow day and delay. Today is Friday, February 10th, and a special scheduled day B.
And I'm Madeline Friedland. With our first snow day of the year behind us, we have a lot to catch you up on, including the schedule, Valentine's Day festivities, the VPA concert, and of course, the ACT. But before we can get started, please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Although some schools were lucky enough to have another snow day today, our delay does mean that we have a special schedule. All periods follow a regular day B order, but they are shortened to 30 minutes and period 3 takes lunch. First lunch will be from 11:18 to 11:43 and will be taken by Arts and Music, CTE, Math, Special Education, and World Languages. Second lunch will be from 11:54 to 12:19 and be taken by English, PE and Health, Science, Social Studies, and ACES.
February is Black History Month, and NCTV would like to recognize someone important to our history on this broadcast. This week we honor Elizabeth Coleman, also known as Bessie. Coleman broke barriers by becoming the world's first African-American woman to earn a pilot's license. Sadly, she died on April 30th, 1936 in an accident during a rehearsal for an aerial show. Coleman was just 34 years old.
With Valentine's Day right around the corner, there are a lot of ways for you to celebrate it. The Student Life Committee invites you to share your love for NCHS on Valentine's Day. Join us for a special Red and Black Spirit Day in honor of our school and help spread the love this Tuesday, February 14th. Additionally, the Sophomore Student Coalition is raising money for a charity through a Valentine's Day Candygram drive. Students will be able to write messages to friends for $2 on Friday and Monday, and on Valentine's Day, the candygrams will be delivered during lunch. And the grade that raises the most money will get to choose the charity that all the money goes to.
However, before you have to worry about Valentine's Day, you might want to focus some of your energy on the ACT, which is tomorrow right here at NCHS. Reminder to all students, you must come with a number 2 pencil and a calculator and a student ID at 7:30 a.m. Good luck to everyone taking the test, and be sure to get a good night's sleep.
But if you have some time after the ACT and you're not doing anything this winter break, that's okay, because it's the perfect opportunity to get creative with filmmaking. The NCHS Film Club is gearing up to host their 3rd annual New Age Film Festival. Now, the festival isn't until May, but if you'd like to participate, now is the time to start thinking about what you would like to enter. Any student, including those from neighboring schools in Fairfield County, can submit an entry into any of the following categories: narrative, documentary, music video, animation, PSA, and commercial, and this year they will have an open entry category. Submissions need to be submitted online by Friday, April 28th.
Continuing with the Visual Performance Arts Department, the choir, band, orchestra, and music tech students put on a wonderful concert this past Tuesday night. Students played a variety of pieces, including a band and choir collaborative piece that you will see at the end of this broadcast. Kudos to all of you guys for a job well done. NCTV will be airing this concert shortly.
You're right, Maddie, but we do have a bunch of other concerts already up on the channel if you're stuck inside this weekend and want to watch some NCTV.
Yeah, Kiara, although I think we can all agree that that snow day was much needed. But the weather has been so wacky this week, I have no idea what we should be expecting.
I know, it was almost 60 degrees on Wednesday and then dumped snow on us yesterday. What do you think we can expect this weekend?
I don't know, but let's go to Annie Manalia for the weather to find out more.
Well, Kiara, the weather has been pretty crazy lately. Good morning, NCHS. I'm Annie Manalia, here to tell you about this weekend's weather. It hit the low 60s on Wednesday, and although it felt like spring, hopefully you guys didn't get too used to it, because we got about a foot of snow yesterday. Let's see if the weather will change again this weekend. Starting with today, it'll stay pretty chilly with temperatures reaching a high of 28, and it'll get even colder later on tonight, stooping down to a low of 24 degrees with a few snow flurries. Moving on to Saturday, it'll be partly cloudy with a high of 43 and a low of 33. And on Sunday, it looks like we're going to get a wintry mix with a high of 37, and temperatures will only decrease a few degrees to a low of 34. We'll see if that will affect our Monday mornings. So, Maddie and Kiara, I recommend taking advantage of these last snow days, because spring will sneak up on us before we know it.
Thank you, Annie. I'll be sure to enjoy the snow and some other winter festivities while they last.
Yeah, Maddie, but also we might need to get a jump because winter sports are wrapping up. Let's go to Quinn McMahon for more.
Thanks, girls, but I wouldn't say they're wrapping up quite just yet because playoff season is almost amongst us. Good morning, NCHS. And unlike last week when Schaefer lied to you guys about who was anchoring, this time it is actually Quinn McMahon, so you can take a deep breath of relief. Just kidding. Anyways, let's get to the sports. The girls' track team took on FCX this past Thursday in New Haven. Lauren Carlson finished 5th in the FCX for the 600. Julia Ozemic once again showed her speed in the 1,000 meter. She finished with an overall time of 3:04.49, earning her 4th place and a spot on the All-FCX second team. Paige Scrim also placed in FCX, coming in 2nd place for the shot put. Will and Jack Conley took 1st and 2nd in FCX in the shot put. Sophomore Jack Conley took 1st with a throw of 48 feet 3 inches. Sean Knight also earned a gold medal with a personal best time of 7.86 seconds in the 55-meter hurdles. The team of Michael St. George, Jake Grigsby, Matt Kochnitsky, and Alex Urban ran a time of 8:25.32, falling just 2 seconds behind the 2nd place Staples. The boys' swimming and diving team remains the only undefeated swim team in the FCX with a record of 8-0. The boys recently beat the previously undefeated Greenwich, defending FCX champs, by a score of 97-89. Charlie Adel took 1st in 2 individual events as well as 2 relays. Adel's 200 freestyle earned 1st place with a time of 1:46.65. He also took gold in the 100 freestyle with a time of 48.32. Last Saturday, the girls' hockey team took on Stanford West Hill Staples Co-op at Terry Connor's rink and absolutely dominated, topping them 6-0. They were back at it again on Monday, taking on a tougher opponent in the 10, 2, and 4 Greenwich Cardinals. Despite a 2-goal effort from junior captain Gianna Bruno, the Rams tied the Cards 2-2. Tomorrow, the 7, 3, and 4 girls take on Wilton Norwalk McMahon, looking to get back in the winning column. This past Saturday, the boys' hockey team took on rival Darien in a matchup at Darien Ice House. The boys were ready for this one as they took down the Blue Wave by a score of 4-1. Now sitting at 11-2, the 2nd-seeded Rams took on the number 1 seed Ridgefield Tigers on Tuesday in an absolute powerhouse matchup. Obviously, NCTV was there, so let's run the tape. These two teams met earlier in the year with the Tigers winning at 4-2, so of course the Rams were looking for some revenge. We pick it up early in the first as you could sense the intensity of the game as NC's Quinn Hayes levels Ridgefield's Jack Stafford, sending him to the ice. Still in the first, Brooks Gamble hits a Ridgefield player behind the net, angering him, causing him to take Gamble in a headlock, throwing him down to the ice, resulting in a penalty for the Tigers. Second period now, Ridgefield seems to score. However, the referee waves it off for an illegal kicking motion, and the game remains scoreless. In the second, the Tigers break the tie as Ridgefield's Signorelli beats Peter Windish short side high, making it 1-0 for the Tigers. Minutes later, Ridgefield doubles their lead as Nick Cullinan beats Windish glove side 2-0 Tigers. Third period now, as the Rams are playing with some urgency, Quinn Hayes puts a shot on net and sophomore Gunnar Granito crashes the net, gets a rebound and puts it in to cut the lead in half. Later in the third, a Ridgefield forward puts his head down and defenseman Ben Webster just levels him with a bone-crushing hit. Let's see that once more in slow motion. Just an absolute trample by Webster, planting the forward into the ice. Despite some tough efforts by the Rams to tie it up, Ridgefield forward Mateo Van Wees ices it up with an empty net goal, making it 3-1 Tigers. The end of a hard-fought game between the top 2 teams in the state. I'm sure these teams will meet each other again during playoff time. Following the loss, the Rams took on Wilton on Wednesday, winning with a score of 5-1, with the help of the opening goal by Seamus the Silk Hammer O'Hora and 2 goals from Gunnar Granito. The guys now sit in an overall record of 12-3. Tomorrow is senior night for the boys as they take on St. Joe's at home at 3:30. Following 2 goals against Wilton and 6 in his last 4, I think that's good enough for Gunnar Granito to be our next Ram of the Week. Congrats, Gunnar, and keep up the good work as the season draws to an end. Lastly, there is a girls' softball meeting this coming Wednesday in room 201 at 2:30 after school. Anyone interested in signing up should show up to the meeting. Well, that's all the time I have for today, NCHS. As we look forward to break next week, there's no better way to pass the time than going out to support your Rams on the court, ice, gym, whatever you feel. Have a good weekend, NCHS, and as always, hail NC.
Thanks, Quinn. Before we go, we would like to wish a very happy birthday to Cece Shaw. If you have any announcements, be sure to email us at nctv78@gmail.com or tweet at us at nctv78 a week before the broadcast. This has been Madeline Friedland.
And I'm Kiara Apiwano. In between the frigid weather and possible flurries, grab some hot cocoa and tune in to Channel 78 this weekend to see the boys swimming triumphant victory against Darien, girls hockey versus Conrad Hall, Fairfield, and Greenwich, the choir concert. We leave you now with the beautiful rendition of God Bless America from the VPA concert. Stay warm and have a great weekend, NCHS.